What's up, guys? It's Tyler O here, and today I have a MetaZoo PSA return that I just got back recently that I'm going to be going through with you guys. It's kind of crazy to be getting a MetaZoo PSA return back during these times with all the nonsense going on at PSA at the moment. So, kind of cool video. You probably won't see a lot of MetaZoo PSA returns on YouTube lately, so yeah, kind of interesting to see one at the moment, with everything going on. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So I have a stack here. I think it's 20 or 21 cards, something like that. Full disclosure, I did end up, I already saw everything, so this is not my raw reaction. This is not my raw, like first time seeing these cards reaction. Because I did, when I paid, I did sneak peek at the first card, and I saw like it was like a mark on the back of it, of the slab, or at least of the scan. So then I went through just a couple more cards, and yeah, I noticed, actually I went through all the cards, and I noticed that most of the cards had some weird marks on them. So I kind of brought it up with PSA just so they could take care of it while it was there. And unfortunately, they didn't take care of it the way that I would have wanted them to. So we're going to be going through that as well. But without further ado, let's flip over the first card. All right. And most of these are going to be Kickstarter, by the way. Oh, okay. All right, so on top, yeah, we got a huge card here. One of the biggest cards that I got back in this submission. So we got a Gem 10 on the Kickstarter Bigfoot. Super happy about this. Now, most of these cards will end up being for sale. There are some that I am keeping for my personal collection. So this one is one of the ones that will be for sale if you want it. Now let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so on a lot of these cards, it was like a mark on the back. It was like streaks or something. And I guess the way that PSA tried to take care of it was by, I guess, buffing them out instead of re-slabbing the card. So yeah, I currently have a case open with PSA at the moment. I'll probably be sending some of these back to get re-slabbed. But yeah, definitely not happy with how they handled this. Because yeah, that does not come off. I've tried, especially after waiting, like at least 4 months, 4, 5, 6 months, anywhere between there, to get these back, and then to get them back, most of them with marks on them like this. Yeah, I'm not very happy about that. But anyway, I'm happy that we got a PSA 10 Bigfoot. So super happy with that. And next one, we have the Kickstarter Mothman blister promo in a PSA 10. Yeah, all of these from this stack, except for I think one card or one or two cards, will be for sale. So if there's any that you guys are interested in, hit me up. Let me know. We'll work out a deal, pretty fair with pricing. Yeah, see, like this was another one. And honestly, I mean, most people might be okay with these kind of marks, but I am pretty particular, and especially, if I'm getting back brand new slabs, I expect to receive them without marks like that. All right, super happy to get this one. So the Chaos Crystal Reverse PSA 10. This one will be going into my personal collection. I did need this one, and I did actually end up getting a sequential, which which I'll show you guys later, full hollow KS crystal, which is very cool. Yeah, super happy about this. One interesting thing about this, I don't know how well or how easy it'll be to show you guys on here. I think it's kind of an error because the hollow, it like doesn't cover the full crystal, like on the bottom. It like cuts off a little bit. And then also on the top, yeah, where that white is, that's right there. That's supposed to be covered in hollow as well. So yeah, kind of interesting. Yeah, I think I had one other of these before, and I don't think it did that, so that might also be kind of an error a little bit. And then we got the PSA 10 Loveland Frogman Reverse. Super happy to get this one. This one will be for sale. And I think this is one that actually wasn't... This one actually might have been fine. Or it was like very minimal if it had anything. Yep, super happy to get that. Then we have a Mothman Kickstarter blister PSA 9. Yeah, I haven't done a Kickstarter PSA return in a while, so just trying to fill in some gaps in my collection. Grade some, you know, to resell, just to recoup some grading cost. Yep, Death Beam PSA 9. I do already have this one in a PSA 10. Trying to see if I get lucky again on it, because the centering wasn't horrible on this one. And for some reason on the Kickstarter cards, the centering is... it's usually like right heavy on the back. So I'll have to see why this one got a 9 again, because I remember it being pretty clean. I think I actually pulled this one myself out of a pack. Yeah, pretty clean 9. I don't know. Maybe I'll crack it out and try to send it back in. We'll see. Hodag. I was really hoping to get this one in a 10. I only ever had one Hodag PSA 10. Which I ended up selling. I think I ended up selling around the time that MetaZoo announced they were closing down. I don't know. I think I was just... I don't know. I started fire selling some Kickstarter for some reason. Kind of a mistake. So I've been trying to build it back up. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, you see this one. Yeah, very right heavy on the back. That's a common problem with these Kickstarter cards. So yeah, the Death Beam was well centered, you know, comparatively. But anyway, yeah, I can see why this one got a 9. Still hunting for that 10. Babe the Blue Ox. I have only ever graded this card one time in a 10. I've probably sent like... I've sent more than 5 of these in now. Maybe like... I might be upwards of like 7 or 8 of these. I've only ever graded 110. And I sold it because on the back, it had like a little speck of whitening in the bottom corner. So I didn't consider it like a true 10, even though I got a 10. I don't know. It was really weird. But yeah, this one is impossible to get in a 10. This one got an 8. I was hoping for, well, for Kickstarter, I hope for at least a 9. Yeah, this one got an 8. I will need to get this in a 10 at some point. I don't know why it got an 8. I'll have to look at it. That isn't on the card, by the way, so that's not why I got an 8. Sometimes the PSA slabs have like these weird specs in them, and like it's not on the card. It's like it's the plastic or something. Because yeah, if you move the card around, this shifts like when you're looking at it, so it's not on the card. So I don't know why that got an 8. Yep, here's another Babe the Blue Ox PSA 9. I tried taking 2 stabs out of it, or stabs at it. I think I had like 4 Babe the Blue Ox raw to choose from, and I sent my best 2 in, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to source some more somehow, or I've been thinking about cracking a Kickstarter box lately, so maybe I'll just have to, maybe we'll be crazy and do that, try to pull one, and, you know, get lucky that way. Got a 9 on the Ghost Train. That one, I remember I looked at it after it had some scratching on the hollow. So, yeah, it's hard to pick up. You can kind of see it at the bottom there. So yeah, I can see why that got a 9. This got a 6. I was surprised about this at first until I looked at it more closely. I don't remember where it is at the moment, but it does have a little like bend in it somewhere. Oh, and it actually has a little crimp at the top. You can kind of see it. It's hard to pick up. It has a little crimp at the top too that I didn't notice before, and then it has that little mark in the middle, like little indent. So maybe that was it. I thought it might have had something else, but maybe that's why I got a 6. I think I put that one in the front. I think I knew it wasn't going to grade well. I didn't think it would get a 6, but I knew it wasn't going to get a 10. So I was hoping it would make my other ones look better. Loveland Frogman PSA 9. I was really hoping to hit a 10 on this. I remember it being fairly clean, so I don't know. Maybe I'll crack it out. I think the only thing it really had, it might just be a little bit too much whitening on the top left corner there. So that might be it. That might have held it back. Other than that, it was pretty clean. But I don't know. I think it's one of those where like it's kind of on the fence of a 9 or 10, depending on the grader, on the day or whatever. Like this probably could get a 10, you know? So maybe we'll take another stab at it. We'll see. I already do have, I think I have one or two and a 10. I might just have one now. I might have sold one of them a while ago. But I do have it in a 10 at least. So I'm not chasing it, but it is always nice to hit one in a 10. Sam Sinclair, PSA 9. Also a nice one to get in a 10 if you can pull it off. Now this, I do remember, I think this was actually cleaner than the frog. So this might be one that I would consider maybe cracking out and trying one more time. I mean, most of these Kickstarter cards have something in the top left. I don't think this one's as bad as the frog. So, like I said, I think it's just depending on the day and the grader. You know, this is probably on the fence of a 9 or a 10. I think the centering is within the 60-40. So, yeah, I don't think anything on the back held it back. Because, yeah, there's no whitening. I think the centering's good. Centering on the front's good. Yeah, I think it's just that top left corner. So I might try one more time. Because I actually, that was behind, I think I had that one behind another. Yeah, I sent in 2 Full Hollow Chaos Crystals, and that one was the one I put behind another one. So actually, during my initial review, I thought that was my strongest one. But the one in front actually got the 10. Ooh, we're going to save that for the end. So these are the cards that I'm keeping for my PC, like for sure. So yeah, we got a Ghost Train, PSA 10. I might already have this card. I'll have to double check. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But either way, this is just one of those cards that it's pretty hard to get in a 10 just because of how much hollow there is. Because literally the only thing that's not hollow on this card is that little sliver right there, his face. So yeah, this is definitely a hard one to hit. I think it's a good one to hang on to. So that's probably what I'll be doing with it. Definitely not mad even if I do have another one. I'm not mad to have multiple of this, just, you know, in my collection. It is one of my favorite cards out of Kickstarter. But yep, so that one, whoops, as I drop it, that one I'll be keeping for the PC. Walking Sam, I think I needed this one. So yeah, I was super stoked to hit this. So a little bit closer to a full PSA 10 set of Kickstarter. For full and full hollow. Reverse hollow I haven't really touched much of. So yeah, super happy to hit on that one. Definitely one of the bigger cards to hit out of Kickstarter. There we go. All right, so yeah, here's my other Chaos Crystal, the one that got a 10. Like I said, I actually thought this one might have been a little weaker than the other one, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know, but I think the other one could have 10'd as well. So yeah, I did need one. I did need one, so I was really happy to hit one of these. So that checks off a box for my Kickstarter collection. And then we got another Mothman PSA 10, which I did need, so I decided that I'm going to keep this one, probably sell my other one. So super happy to get that. And then last but not least, we got this bad boy right here. Red Ink PSA 8s. This is the only red ink I've ever owned. I've had multiple opportunities to get a red ink that I remember I missed one on a Whatnot stream by like $5 because the guy auctioned off the box topper pack. He didn't want to, I mean, peer pressured him into it because he said he had accidentally auctioned off a red ink before and he was worried he would do it again, and he said he would never auction off another pack because of that. But we peer pressured him into it, and what do you know? It was a red ink. So yeah, I missed that by like $5 or something. The guy who won it, he went on to grade it with Beckett, and it actually got a BGS 10. So I think all 10 subgrades except one got a 9.5. So yeah, very crazy. Or yeah, pristine 10. That's what I meant. It got a pristine 10. So pretty insane. But anyway, I finally own a red ink. One popped up. I bought it. It didn't really show all the damage on the back. It was hidden pretty well in the listing, but I got it for a good price, so I decided to keep it. Because yeah, the listing made it look a lot cleaner than it was. But yeah, it does have some whitening on the back. I think mainly just on the top. So anyway, yeah, I didn't expect like a 9 or a 10. I was honestly hoping for an 8. I was thinking either 7 or 8 is probably where it would land. But yeah, so we got the higher end of that, which is the 8. So super happy about this grade for this card. Super happy to finally at least own one. Eventually, I will hopefully acquire a 10, because that's one of my goals. That would be just an absolute grail to have. But yeah. Anyways, guys. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, this one's not sleeved up because it's gonna be one of the ones I probably send back because it has a bunch of micro scratches. It doesn't show as well on my camera. It looks worse in person. But yeah, you know, this is gonna be for my personal collection. I'm gonna be hanging on to it for a long time. So I'd rather the slab be as clean as possible, especially because it's brand new. But anyway, that's all I got today, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the PSA return overall. I think when I went over it, I got like 7 or 8 10s out of my 20 or 21 cards. So I think my gem rate was like 40%, which I'm happy with. That's not too bad. And yeah, and we got some good ones. Some of the bigger hitters we hit on, which was good, except for the Frogman. That probably would have really, you know, took us to the next level. But we did good overall. Anyways, I'm rambling. Yeah, let me know what your guys' favorite card was. Let me know if you guys got any returns out there at the moment that you're waiting on. And yeah, if anyone's interested in any of these, let me know. Most of them will be for sale. And yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. Appreciate you guys for watching. And yeah, if you stuck around till the end, appreciate you for watching all the way through. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.